beginning of the year, we projected to be live with 7 casinos by the end of the year. We've more than doubled that already, and we're more than triple that by the end of this year.
All right, I am joined by Ashford from Konquer. Ashford, welcome to the pod. Thanks for swinging by for a few minutes. How's G2E been for you so far?
It's like a non-stop series of speed dating, but I love it. I love it.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
No.
Awesome. Look, I've been seeing the Konquer name pop up a lot lately in my LinkedIn feed, which is a pretty positive signal that there's some interesting things happening. But for people that aren't yet familiar with you guys, let's just start with a quick elevator pitch. What is it you and your team are building with Konquer?
Sure, we create online casino games and license them to online casinos. So our goal with our games is to create the coolest games you've ever played, like full stop. So we have a heavy emphasis on social multiplayer games. So if you're playing an online casino game, chances are it's single player. You're playing roulette. It's you against the computer and that's it, right? So it can get kind of stale. Contrast that with any non-casino game, mobile game, video game, chances are you can play with other people, friends or strangers. So that's what we're doing. We're bringing that social element to real money online casino games.
Awesome, and just as a part B to that, talk about just some of the traction you guys have experienced lately. What's been going on that side of things?
Yeah, we had projected, at the beginning of the year, we projected to be live with 7 casinos by the end of the year. We've more than doubled that already, and we're more than triple that by the end of this year. So, thank God, it's been going great.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So look, here on the G2E floor, over in that direction, huge footprint in this building of casino game manufacturers, slot machine manufacturers.
Yeah.
To me, to the untrained eye, they all look the same. I don't know really how to differentiate one machine from the other.
Yeah.
Talk about, from your perspective, talking about game design and some of the unique things you're bringing to casino games to differentiate and maybe make that vertical more interesting. Just talk a little bit about some of your philosophies that you're bringing to your game development.
So our philosophy with game design is you take the most mundane action in your life, anything you do, and see if you could gamify that, because while it might be mundane, players can relate to that. Brushing your teeth, for example, drinking a cup of water, chewing bubble gum. We actually have games built on some of the things I just mentioned that are in the pipeline that we're building right now. Players can relate to that, right? So I'll give you an example. Our debut game, Fortune Cookie Fortunes, it's live right now. I was sitting there eating Chinese food in a restaurant, and we get the fortune cookie at the end, crack it open. You always have that, you can't wait to see what it says.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, we got to make a game out of this. And so that's what we've done. You make a bet, you crack open a fortune cookie, and the cookie says one of either 2 things. If you win, we tell you how much you won. Or if you lose, we tell you a fun fact, almost like a Snapple fact.
Yeah.
And our thinking behind that is, if you play any casino game in the world and you lose, that's it. That's the end of the game, and it's on to the next round, right? So we want to at least tell players something fun and memorable when they lose.
Bring a bit more value for their gaming dollar.
Exactly. Exactly.
Awesome.
It's the first educational game too, probably.
So what kind of facts are in there? Like, is it all like...
So, did you know that there's a planet made only of diamonds out there? It's just an entire planet, solid diamond all around.
Huh.
We can't get to it, but if we did,
We'd be pivoting our businesses into getting manned space flight to that planet. So look, sounds like things are on a great trajectory for you and the team with your progress this year, well ahead of your projected targets.
Yeah.
With that being said, as a backdrop, over the next 6 months, Ashford, what are you guys focused on? What are some of the milestones you're working towards beyond just additional casinos and the casino partners?
To build more games. We have a long pipeline of games, so we want to wrap those up, get those out there. But more specifically, we want to push harder on the multiplayer social element. So our first game, Fortune Cookie Fortunes, that's a single player game. So we want to go a little harder on the multiplayer element and get that out there as soon as possible.
Awesome. Well, I think I'm going to go for Chinese food after this conversation. Get a bit hungry here. Really appreciate you swinging by.
Thanks for having me.
As I say, really cool to see all the progress you guys have made, and we'll get you back in 6 months for another update. Look forward to that one. All the best until then.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, man.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.